Casey from New 37, and a lot of you guys have requested this, so this video will be about the college app essay. And I'm currently outside, so if the wind is blowing, my hair is messy, don't mind it. Okay, so let's just get started. First of all, the college app essay, some of you might think that it's not important or that grades and extracurriculars and test scores are the most important thing, but the essay could actually make or break your admissions into a certain university. And the reason why is because it's a way for the admissions committee to get to know you better. So if your test score and grades and extracurriculars are amazing, but they're the same as someone else's, if their essay is better than yours, then the admissions committee is definitely going to choose the one person with the better essay. So the college app essay is definitely a good way to improve your chances into getting into the college that you want to get into. And you know, I've heard of people who didn't have great test scores, had pretty okay extracurriculars, okay grades, and they wrote a fantastic essay and it really impressed the admissions committee. You should definitely not blow this off until the last minute to do. That being said, I'll talk about my own experience doing the college app essay, and then I'll talk about tips on how you can write an amazing college app essay. So for my own personal experience, I got started really early, not intentionally, but my honors English teacher freshman year, he assigned us to write an essay based on the UC prompt. And if you haven't seen the UC prompt, it's like talk about your own world and how it influenced you, something like that. So I talked about learning violin or something like that. So that's when I first started, and then I didn't really think about it till like maybe my junior year. And my junior year I took my SATs, as you guys learned in my junior year video. I took this like SAT class called Elite, and they also emphasize like good college writing, things like that. So I got a lot of practice through that class. And also for the SAT, you have to write an essay, and you can use like either like concrete evidence such as like from books or other things like that, but I would always make up a story. So a lot of my stories were about like, oh, my parents, they were like struggling immigrants, things like that. I just make up stories. Well, I didn't really make them up, they were kind of true. Surprisingly, I actually got pretty good scores too from doing that, so you should consider it if you don't really have any books or like factual evidence for your SAT essays. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. So finally, my senior year, my English teacher, he also assigned us to do the UC essay. This time I actually like wrote 2 essays. I made it pretty serious. Like, I figured that I might as well do something that I'm going to end up turning into the UCs, since my teacher is going to be able to like look it over, tell me what I should change and stuff, and that really helped. So I highly recommend you getting people to proofread your essay and to look over your essay and tell you what works and doesn't work, because I mean, you're just one person, but getting feedback from other people will help your chances. I know it's kind of tough to come up with topics for your essay, so things that you want to write about are like your extracurriculars or maybe your family life. You want to write about parts of your life that are important to you, that you're passionate about, because that's the best way to come up with an essay that will really impress people. So for me personally, I wrote about 1, teaching in China, and 2, being a Chinese American. And those are 2 things that I'm super passionate about. And I was president of the Chinese club, as well as president of the creative writing club / editor-in-chief of the literary magazine at my school. So I talked about like, I kind of like incorporated those things and just elaborated more about that. And like I don't know, you want to talk about things that mean a lot to you, because that's what they're looking for, and that's what will make things easier for you to write a better essay. You might be wondering like, how can I make my essay unique, or how can I make it seem like I'm passionate about something? And to do that, you just basically have to, you know, write with your own voice. Like, if you're funny, you might want to add some humor into it. Write in an engaging way. Like, you want to be able to write something that you yourself would want to read in like a magazine. How I think of it is like, you're writing your own autobiography. Do you want people to read your autobiography? Do you want people to buy your autobiography? So it's kind of like you want to write something that is New York Times bestseller worthy. And it's okay to have mundane topics. I've read amazing essays about like post-it notes, or like the sticky sheets that you put in drawers. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I've read essays on that. I've read amazing essays about people who've done research on whales. My own roommate right now, my current roommate, she wrote an essay about pimples. And you know, like, you just want to write about things that you can ultimately show that, oh, I learned something from this, or oh, I realized something from this, I changed because of this. For me, like, I wrote about how I realized that I love English, I love teaching, I love China, I love being Chinese and being American, and like discovering myself, who I am, that kind of thing. So that's what I wrote about. And you want to show like a kind of like a story, like you want to go from this is me at point A and you want to transition to me at point B, and you want to talk about everything that happens in between. I have like 5 steps on how to write your essay, and it's pretty much like writing any other essay, but number 1, you want to just print out the prompts. And that is the first step, because if you're lazy, you won't even print out the prompts. So just do that, you know, stick it somewhere, and you'll just constantly be thinking about the prompts and what you want to talk about. Write down the topics and just brainstorm. That's number 2. Just brainstorm topic ideas. And number 3, you want to select your essay topic, because some universities they'll have like multiple like prompts that you can do. So you want to choose your prompt and then choose the topic that you want to go with. And it's okay, you know, to like write multiple essays. Don't be lazy. The more essays you write, the better you'll get at it. Then number 4, you want to actually write the essay, and you know, like, just maybe your first essay, just write down everything you can think of, and then go back, you know, write your second draft, cut out what you don't need, add more to what is important. And then finally, most importantly, 5, proofread. Have other people proofread. Don't listen to everyone's advice. Like, a lot of people will be like, oh, this shouldn't be here, or oh, this should be here, things like that. You don't have to listen to everyone's, but definitely get like an opinion. Because it's good to have like a fresh pair of eyes to read your essay, especially if you've been looking at it for like days. And people that I recommend having you, like, giving you advice should be like your teachers. So like, especially your English teacher, because I mean, they're English teachers. So yeah, it's like, honestly, just treat this like any other school assignment, and hopefully you treat your school assignments pretty seriously. But yeah, just treat it like any other school assignment, and try your best, because your college app essay is pretty important. Another thing is that you might want to like share your opinion, like establish like, oh, I believe in this. Like, I don't know, for example, like, oh, I believe that whales should be saved, and like talk about your passion and why you think whales should be saved. I don't know. Take a stand. Don't just be like, oh, well, you know, like, whales, I guess they should be saved, but I mean, it's okay if they're not. If you think you don't have an amazing chance of getting into this college, you might as well just go all out. Do something crazy. I've heard of people who like wrote crazy essays. Like, there's this one kid who the first word of their essay was F. And not F, but you know what I mean, like, yeah. So just, you know, be bold if you have to. If you think that, oh, this college is like way out of my league, might as well just try. It doesn't hurt. Because the college app essay is like your only real chance your senior year to you know, make a difference in your admissions, because you've already like finished your test scores, your grades, your extracurriculars, pretty much. You can't go back and change those, but you can definitely still take advantage of the college app essay and boost your chances of getting into a college that you want to get into. Finally, to be honest, I think you guys will like any college that you get into. You'll find friends no matter what. If you don't get into the college that you want to get into, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I think that there's people out there at any school that you'll meet and that you'll like. And you know, if it ends up that you don't like your college, you can always transfer. And this is just coming from my perspective, having done my freshman year of college at UC Berkeley. And there's like people who really wanted to go to a certain college, they got in, they went, and they ended up not liking it. So don't stress out too much, guys. I hope that was helpful. Please check out all my other college, high school, school videos. And if you have any more questions or requests, please leave them down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.